Now, there are just so many people in the media who run a green left agenda. I know that you know this, but still the extent astonishes me daily. If the views of the media elite were actually reflected in mainstream Australia, you'd only ever get Labor Greens governments. Anyway, this truth has been highlighted again for me with revelations about why a biography of Julia Gillard disappeared back when Gillard was Prime Minister. The biography by former Canberra Press Gallery journalist Christine Wallace was mysteriously withdrawn before publication in 2011. Well, all these years later, we learned that the author, the journalist who wrote the book, actually pulled it herself because she thought that people reading the truth about Julia Gillard might do her political harm. Seriously. Wallace has now written about this in The Weekend Australian, referencing the toxic political climate at the time and claiming Gillard was a victim of misogyny and media attacks. Wallace wrote, Gillard's life story contained its share of lesser elements. Enemies in the opposition, the government and the media were poised to cherry-pick my biography for exploitable stories. In the fevered political atmosphere of that moment, the biography could damage her and through her, the government, no matter the nuance, context or the essential triviality of the matters concerned. So she cancelled it, a book she'd nearly finished. She didn't tell the truth about Gillard because it might hurt the government. What a confession. What an admission of anti-journalism. What, so now you only publish biographies if they're helpful? Wallace included some of the emails she sent to her publisher withdrawing her book at the time. The circumstance, she explained, a fragile minority Gillard government facing enemies within and without, with an especially excoriating opposition and a media in which significant parts are behaving like jihadists, was not foreseen when the book was contracted. I think I should leave the scene of the battle now, lest I inadvertently aid the black hats. Yeah, the black hats. That's anyone criticising the Gillard Labor government. Wallace has been used often as a political commentator too on, you guessed it, the ABC. She's mainstream when it comes to the Canberra Press Gallery. And that just goes to show you how some of these journos see their politics and how they see their role.